In this video, we'll be taking a look at ATOM by Audiomodern, a unique new virtual instrument for Kontakt with a powerful custom engine, largely influenced and focused on the advanced cinematic, film and game sound design. ATOM is capable of such an array of different sounds, it would also slot well into many modern day productions. We'll be taking a closer look at the Arpeggiator section and some of the advanced and beautiful sounding effects such as the convolution reverb. We'll also be diving around some of the presets and the various different sound sources on offer. So on our instance of ATOM, we can select the preset in our main drop down. Once selected, we can select different sound sources for either one of these two layers. We can then blend the sound sources using the volume control, or use the tune or fine tune to transpose. On the sound source layer, we also get an EQ. We can turn this on to apply some frequency shaping to one of our sound sources. We also have an ADSR envelope for each layer. Take a look at this preset I have loaded here. I've loaded an instance of the synth grain bass. And I've doubled up my part to play over 2 octaves. Not only is it a really warm sound, there's a nice amount of noise dialed in. On the second layer, it gives it a real lo-fi, warm and gritty feel. I'm going to load up this instance of ATOM now, where I've loaded in this sequence sound, Oceanic, which is one of the presets. I'm just using a dragged out B3 to trigger this sound. With the arpeggiator linked in this way, it means that the sequence is being applied to both of our sound sources. Start playing around with the octave. Or change the rate to alter the speed of the arpeggiator. We can change volume of individual steps for a more dynamic feel. And we can also change the transposition on each step, clicking and dragging across 4 octaves. We can even randomize the whole arpeggiator for more experimental results. If we create a sequence we're really happy with, we can use the save and then load buttons here to save arpeggiator patterns that we like and then use them on other sound sources. Now take a look at this section I've created. Beginning with this preset taken from the atmospheric section. that just provides a nice sound bed. I then use the drums from the previous section and copy the programming onto some MIDI notes. And used some of ATOM's percussion presets to trigger a kick drum, and another percussive hit. Let's solo this percussive hit here. And let's take a look at the effects section by clicking on one of the layers. We can apply global effects here by using the link control. Let's add a bit of drive. We also have our convolution reverb. We have 25 different settings, all with a different character of their own, depending on the vibe that we're after. We can apply some chorus. We also get 2 delays on each layer. Now take a look at this final instance of ATOM that I have loaded. I've used the really interesting sounding Coca's Box preset. It has a really interesting tone. It might be useful to add something more melodic to this sound. So I'm going to turn on the second sound source. I'm going to load in a different sound source in here. And maybe look at one of the synth or keys. To give the sound a bit more of a melodic feel. You could then use the filter section to control frequency. Process with the effects a bit more. Another great sounding effect is the stutter. As you can see, ATOM is more than an adept creating cinematic and film sounds. However, is equally useful for huge sounding percussions, mesmeric drones, ambient pads, organic keys and more. Be sure to check out ATOM by Audiomodern, which is available now at adsrsounds.com.